Alrighty, go ahead and scoot back a little bit more. Back row, come up this way a little bit more. All right, make sure you got enough room. We'll try and get in straighter lines later, but right now I just want to make sure everybody's on the floor. All right, so feet together. Now we're going to go into training horse. Remember how we do it? Heels, toes, heels. Chamber. Right hand closed, left hand up on top. And then up. Remember? Hands coming together, slap, slight bow. Always keep your eye on the opponent. Normally we start doing a little bit of exercises, but I want to try and get everybody with the basics, because we got a lot of basics on the list. Remember, I had the list up there. If you didn't get them, I'll put them back up there again when I get more. And then I'm also going to be sending everybody copies of this to your emails that I have, everybody. So everybody get a copy of one of these. So we're going to go. I'm going to hold this here so I make sure I hit all of them. So feet together. Remember, this is the attention stance. The horse stance, heels, toes, heels. Chamber, horse. Meditating horse is the right hand goes and you close your eyes. So far, pretty easy stuff, right? So from here, I want you to take your right foot back, step back. Do you remember what stance we call this one?
Self-defense stance.
Self-defense stance, right? Switch your feet, switch your feet. So remember, the right foot goes back. But which one is it? Is it right or left? Which foot's forward?
Left. Right.
Yeah. Nope. What foot? You had it right the first time, so it's the left foot. So if your left foot's forward and you're looking forward, left self-defense stance. If the right foot is forward and you're looking forward, right. So left, right. All right. Now from here, some of them won't be on the list, so that's why I go over it on the video. So when you do your notes, just make the note of what the stance that we're doing. Because when you get to black belt, you'll have your own notebook. You should all be creating a notebook now. Because when we test for black, we have to come up with our own form, which will use all 15 techniques. But that's what we do towards the end. All right. So from here, self-defense stance, forward bow, pick up the back heel, point the toes forward. Test question. Remember, a forward bow gives you power in your punches, stability in your stance. But think of it that it gets you to your opponent. That's a forward bow. And back. Reverse bow. Pick up the front foot, turn it, and the hands do that weird little push down, parry, which you haven't gotten yet. So push down, parry. Reverse bow. Think of it as being the opposite of the forward bow, that it gets you away from your opponent without having to switch your stance. Forward bow gets you to, reverse bow gets you away. All right, and back. From here, we take the left foot, bring it back. Cat stance. What do we remember about the cat stance? What happens if we do a cat stance? What's happening? We're going to kick. So if we're going to kick, we have to go up onto this cat stance. If he's going to kick, you're going to see part of a cat stance. So whenever you see a cat stance, a kick is coming. All right, now put it back. Now let's switch our feet. We're going to switch the stance. So we're going to have the front foot come back and the back foot go forward. This is what we would call a front to back switch. We'll get into more of that later. So again, right self-defense stance because the right foot is forward and I'm looking forward. Hands are up. You can have them closed or slightly open. Right? Pick it back foot up on the left foot. Point it down. Forward bow. What does a forward bow give me? Do you remember? Nope. Think about this. If I have my hand here that I want to punch, that's far as I go, right? But if I pick up that foot and I go, it pushes her. It gets me that penetration, the power that I need. Right? So remember, forward bows give me power. Also stability. Right? And think of it as I go to my opponent. So forward bow. Good. And then back. Reverse bow. Remember, it's the opposite. So if a forward bow got me to, the reverse bow gets me away. Pick up the front foot now. Pivot. Push down. Parry. And back. Last one, cat stance. Bring the right foot back. And this is what we call a 45-degree cat stance. 45. Remember I talked about we're going to hear that number a lot, 45. All right, now so from here, we're going to do 4 snap kicks with the right foot. 4 snap kicks with the right foot. Ready? 1, kick it back out, down. 2, kick it out, back. 3, kick it out, back. 4, kick it out, back. Good. Then go right back to the self-defense stance. Now we're going to switch our feet again like we did last time. Front foot comes back, and the back foot goes forward. Now we're back to that left self-defense stance. So now we're going to go back to the cat that we did originally, and we're going to do 4 snap kicks with the front foot. Ready? 1, kick it out, back. 2, kick it out, back. 3, out, back. Last one, out, back. And then back to self-defense stance. Punches. When we first start off, remember how the previous weeks we've started punching this way, right? But when you actually fight, you're not going to fight this way. You're going to fight in either a left or a right self-defense stance. So we're going to practice now learning from fighting in that position of a self-defense stance. So with the lead hand, I want you to just jab it out like we did earlier. Just going to go out and back as fast as you can. Ready? 4 times. Ready? 1, out and back. 2, out and back. Remember, tuck your chin in towards your shoulder. 3, out and back. And again, out and back. With the back one, we're going to do that thrust punch. But because it's a powerful punch, we do that forward bow with it that we practiced earlier. So when we throw the back punch, we pivot to that forward bow. Ready? 4 times. Ready? 1. And then back. 2. Back. 3. Back. And 4. Back. All right? So right now we just done those 2 punches. Now we're going to practice with some of the blocks. An upward block with the lead hand. It's going to shoot up. Upward block. Ready? 4 times. Ready? 1. And back. 2. Back. 3. Back. 4. Back. So now we have done the up. Now we do the down. So ready? Downward block 4 times. Ready? Lead hand. 1. Goes out. Back. 2. Out. Back. Remember, you just have to go past your body. You don't have to go too far. Just enough to clear your body. 3. Back. 4. Back. Inward block. From here, shoots across. Ready? Inward block. 4 times. 1. Back. 2. Back. 3. Back. 4. Back. Outward block. Remember, this is the one where I see the palm of my hand. Outward block. It just has to go just enough to here so it goes past the shoulder. That's as far as you need to go. Ready? 1. Back. 2. Back. 3. Back. 4. Back. Now the outward extended goes a little bit farther, and now I see the back of my hand. The back of your hand. Ready? 1. Back. 2. Back. 3. Back. 4. Back. Last one we're going to do is a knee. We didn't get a chance to practice any of this before, but this one's a new one. For us, we do it a little bit differently. From here, I just wanted you to drop your weight a little bit. Just drop it down. Drop it down. Again, one more time. Now, when we drop it down, we're going to bring our forearms in, and we're going to strike with the forearms on the side of the neck. Both of them come down. Both of them come down. Not straight down, but at the angle. See how they go? It's going to go at the angle. At the angle. As I drop my weight, it goes at the angle. At the angle. Ah! The angles. Angles. See how it's side of your neck? Did I get you? Nope. Angle.
My turn.
Yep.
Yay.
Angle. Sneaking all the way over here. Angles. Ready? Angle. 2 more left. Angles. And then your angle. You go at the angle and you strike the side of the neck. All right? Now we're going to combine that with the drop. Ready? Go. Drop. 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 Good. Now the important part that we like doing in Kempo, which is a little bit different. Let me take this off. Most people would drop it just like that. We do it a little bit different. How many people ever see people like a machine that cuts paper, right? We're going to cut here and then slide it in. You ever have a Indian rug burn?
Yeah.
Right?
Many times.
I definitely didn't do it to him.
Roll it. All right? I'll just do this a little bit. So we're here, and I'm going to roll it. Here, roll it. Right? So everybody feels it. Here, roll it. You see how it feels on the side of your neck? You're not expecting it. Pop. You feel it? You drop and slide it. Drop and slide it. Ready? Drop and slide it. Drop and slide it. Again, drop, slide. Drop, slide. Now, does everybody feel how it slides up on the side of your neck where you're not expecting it? And it makes your eyeballs pop out like, ugh! Just like that, you're not expecting it. So when we drop, we're going to slide, right? Now let's do that 3 times. Drop, slide the hands in. Drop, slide in. Drop, slide in. Ready? Just drop your weight. Ready? 1, drop, slide. 2, drop, slide. 3, just drop your weight and slide. Now from us, remember I talked about 45 again? Look at the angle of my arm. It gives me more power. So when I pull, my hands are not going to interlock, but they're going to go over each other. And I'm going to pull the head down, and my arms being in this position gives me more power to pull him towards me, right? So when I drop, I slide, hook, and I pull him in towards me. At the same time, I give a knee to the gut. Depending on how tall he is, it gets in the gut or sometimes the inner part of the thigh. You can hit that too. But right now we're going to practice, pull the gut, and then drop. So we're going to do that 4 times. Drop, slide, hook, knee as I pull, and go back. 2, drop, slide, hook the hands, pull it in, drop. 3, drop, slide, hook, knee, drop. Number 4, ready? Drop, slide, hook, knee, and then drop. All right? So later on, we start practicing. When we do this, pop, 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 and I pull the knee, I'm going to push, drag forward, and use my forearms to push him away from me. Or I can bring him back into, pull him down to take him down. But right now, we don't have any mats, so we won't go to the ground. But that's an option to push him away, to get away. Okay? So go ahead and get a drink of water, and we'll go a quick review of what we did last week, along with what we're going to be doing today. Yeah. I'm going to put my thing. Oh. There we go. Whew. How you like it so far? Good? You getting it? Remember, if you have questions, let me know. Questions, let me know. You should have them because it's all new to you.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Inside those videos, from the one last week, where was it? Because like we didn't find it.
Yeah, it didn't come up. That when it kept on cutting out, I had too much stuff on there, so it played a little bit and then it cut out. I'm like, really? Oh man. So I didn't have any for last week. All right. So come back on up. That's what we're going to go over what we did last week. But remember, if whatever we didn't have, there's past classes that'll still have it. All right. So remember last week we went over the second technique, right? Which was gathering twigs. Remember, branches are legs, twigs are arms. This is the what if. People always say, well, what if he grabbed both hands? Remember, the first one was one hand. This is the what if they grab both hands. So this is the one they grab both hands. The footwork is still the same than when we did the first one. The left foot goes back into the cat. All right, same thing. The handwork is still the same. But instead of one arm, we do both arms. And we dip both of them in so his arms cross. So he's got it. We cross his arms, pull it back, pull him in. So he should look like this, coming forward. Right? So he has you here, and then you pull forward, he comes forward, gets off balance. He now comes lower because if you are smaller than he is, he now comes to an area where you can kick. So we come back, we do that first part. We come back, step, cat. Now that we've catted, instead of kicking the shin that we did in the previous one, right below the knee, we kick the groin. Boom, kick the groin. Hopefully that stops him enough to bend him over a little bit more. We kick the groin, pop, then the back foot comes in, kicks to lift him up, and then remember we push. Fingers are pointed out, we push. Push are going to be around the ribs or underneath. Push. And then we cross out. Left foot, right foot at the angle, and then the the left foot steps all the way back. I'm looking around to see who might be around. All right, so we're going to do that 2 more times. Ready? So we bring him back in, cross the arms, cat, kick to the groin, plant, kick to lift him up, push, and then we cross. Left, right, and I'm looking around as I go, looking around. It's always about being aware. I said, we train to fight more than one person. He might have friends, or you might just be in an area where you walk around and you're like, bing, and hitting something on the wall that you weren't paying attention with. So you look to see the area that's around you. One last time. Ready? Bring both arms in. Go back to the cat. Groin. Kick to the chest to pick him up. Push. Crossing out, left, right, and don't even think about it, just step. You find that the more you don't think about actually doing the technique, you'll get better at it for some reason. Your body knows what to do. You were programmed with DNA to keep yourself alive and protect yourself. It's just that sometimes you forget it. So if you don't think about it, your body will automatically start going into defense mode to protect itself. All right, so everybody okay with that one? So remember, that's the second one. Snapping branch was the first one, gathering twigs. We're now halfway through with the first 2. There's only 4. Sword and mace, spear and the apple. Those will be the last 2. Today we're going to go over blocking set 1. Question for the test. A block is meant to stop an object that's coming towards you. Like if I'm going to throw a punch, this block wants to come in and stop the punch from getting to me. So a block stops. Number 2 question would be, what is the difference between a block and a strike? Now, if I come and he wants to just block it, that's one thing. But if he wants to strike it and hurt it, boom, that's something else. The difference between it is your intent. Do I just want to stop it, or do I want to stop and hurt it? Remember, if you take his objects away that he could try to hurt you with, he has nothing more to hurt you with. So if he comes and tries to punch you, you disable the arm. Well, now he's got another arm to try to do it. But this one will be out of the game. So you can take away his weapons from him if you strike him instead of block him. So that's the difference between a block and a strike, is just what you intend to do. All right? So we're going to go over blocking set 1. All sets will start with the basic open that we did for class and when we close. Feet are going to be together. We're going to step out, toes, heels, chamber. Right hand goes on out, left hand goes on top. Right? Just like we normally do with class. Feet go together. Pop. That would be the open. Once we've opened, we go right back to the training horse. So we're going to start from the beginning, and it's nothing but blocks. We start with the top first. Just like when you look at a roof of the house, we come up. First one is an upward block. So everybody good? Upward block. 2 becomes an inward block. 3 becomes an outward block. 4 becomes an outward extended. 5 becomes a downward. 6 becomes a chamber in your elbow. 7 becomes a push down. And then 8 becomes a chamber. That's all this first side. So that's all we're doing is up, in, out, outward extended, down, chamber your elbow, push down, chamber. So it's an 8 count. And we start with the right side first. So we've done the right. Everybody good with the right so far? No questions? All right, but you'll get questions, and then, like I said, we'll practice it until you get really, really good at it. So that's just half of it. So that's we've done the right side. Now we do the left. The left goes the same way. Upward block, 1, 2, inward block, 3, out, 4, outward extended, 5, down, 6, chamber, 7, push down, 8, chamber. So now we're at halfway done. Right side, left side. The last part that we do is both of them together. All right? So now we're going to do double up. If you're right-handed, you'll have your right-handed up first and then your left hand underneath it. I'll show you why we do this in just after we're done doing the set. So double up. That's 1. 2, double inward. 3, double outward. 4, double outward extended. That's 4. 5, double downward. 6, double chamber. 7, push down. 8, chamber. And then we close it. Right hand, left hand, feet together. Simple, right? It's everything we've been doing from the very first day, which was with our blocks. That's why we always stay with basics. It doesn't matter what you do, whatever martial arts, as long as you have your basics down, you're good. So let's go back again. Chamber, meditate, open. Back down, train horse. So remember, we're making the house from the roof to the side, to the side, to the side, down, chamber, down, back. So ready? Right hand up. 1, 2, in. 3, out. 4, outward extended. 5, down. 6, back elbow. 7, push down. 8, back elbow. Left side. Up. In. Out. Good. Outward extended. Downward. Back elbow. Push down. Back elbow. Now both of them together. Ready? Double up. Bless you. Double in. Double out. Double outward extended. Bless you. Double down. Double back elbow. Double push down. Back elbows. Together. And then close. Pop. So let me use you because you're the biggest one of the group. Ready? So remember how I talked about the difference between a block and a strike is your intent, right? So say someone's coming in doing this with a club and they're coming over the top, right? Over the top. Now he can use a one hand and let it slide off, but my intent is on this time is not to block it, but to strike it. Hold on to this. So I could come in and block, right? And roll off on the side. But my intent now is to strike it. So I could come in underneath, hit here when it comes around, when you hit under the elbow, here, that would be hyperextending of the elbow, and this would come off. So I could come in, strike this here, go around, turn it to a down to a takedown later on. That stuff later on, but I want you to see what's going on behind the set, what we're actually learning. So this is the strike. Boom, I strike it, I turn it. Maybe I'm smaller, right? And he's taller, and I want to come up in here, and I come up and I do double strikes under the throat, grab, and then do that knee that we were practicing earlier, right? That's a thing that we can do. But then I'm gonna say he's coming in and he wants to push me, right? Now, if I come in and do the same thing, there's my outward. Excuse me, hold up here. There's my outward to outward extended, kicking out the knee and then rolling it up and then flipping them, right? And that's part of the form we just did. Outward strike to kick. Now, if he wants to kick, right? So give me a foot for a kick. I'm gonna hold it. I can do a regular block. Go ahead and hold on my shoulder. I can do a regular block that way, right? But I want to set him up for something else. I do the double block here, right? See how it comes here at the foot? Hold on. Stay up. So if I come and just do this, that double block, see how he pulls them to the angle? Now, remember, I'm doing this because I want to do something. I come back and pull them, and then there's a hit. I set the block up to a hit and a hit, right? But all that I learned from my blocking set. Thank you very much, sir. So that's what we're doing with this. It's not just I'm just learning to throw blocks. I'm learning that I can put these blocks together to make strikes, to turn them to other techniques that I haven't even really, learned yet. But if I know my basics, just like the alphabet, if you know your letters, you can make different words. And that's all I'm doing. Strike, clear. You can even do strike this way onto the side of the neck and go to do chokes, right? Again, that's all stuff later on, but this is where you start to learn it. You're getting your foundations of your letters to make words that you'll turn into sentences, paragraphs. We call this economy of motion, and then we're also using the words to make our techniques. So a lot of stuff's going on that we're not even really aware yet, but you're starting to learn that with just this first set. All right, so we're going to do it one more time. Feet together, down and train horse, heels, toes, heels, chamber, meditate, and then up, down. All right, now let's do it again. Ready? From the beginning, we always start with the right side first. Ready? Right upward, 1, 2 in, 3 out, 4 outward extended, 5 down, 6 back elbow, 7 push down, 8 back elbow. So remember, 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side, left hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we do both. Ready? Double up. 1. Double in. 2. Double out. Double outward extended. Double down. Double back elbow. Push down. Back elbow. Chamber. And then close. Good. Everybody did good. Like I said, you already know it. We've done it from the first day, but now we're putting what we know into actual meaning. So now that we got that, everybody seems good with that, right? I'll show you what the full salutation is. This is what we use whenever we do a form, whether it be a short or a long form. So we're going to start off with our feet together. This is a Kempo salutation. If you ever go to a tournament, this is what they use when they do their forms. Ready? So attention stance. And it has a story. A warrior and a scholar meet. So this comes to your right shoulder. So they're going to have the right hand. It's going to be just like this. Right hand, left hand. This is the top part. The bottom part is your right foot's going to go into a front twist. So ready? Back on up. A warrior and a scholar meet, and the left foot comes out. I'm excuse me, the left foot, the right foot comes out. So warrior and scholar meet. 1. 2, they go out to battle. Left foot goes to the cat, and then your right hand is going to go up and make that Kempo symbol right in the center. It's just like if you were punching somebody in the chest. Boom. So warrior and a scholar meet. They go out to battle. 1, 2. The third one is they fight back to back. So to get to that part of the story, the hands flip, just like that. Right? So warrior and scholar meet, go out to battle, they fight back to back. Everybody good so far? Good. So that's 3. Warrior and scholar meet 1, out to battle 2, fight back to back 3. They return victorious. So I mean they return from battle victorious, you're going to take your foot, bring it back to attention stance, and your right hand and your left hand are going to roll up together like this. Yep, so go back again. Practice the roll. Rolls it in together. Back again. Ready? Roll it back in. So they return victorious. Good. So here, return victorious. Now the left foot's going to step on out. You're going to put both of your hands together. Your thumbs are going to touch, and your forefingers are going to touch. You're going to sort of like make a diamond, and it's going to shine through you. You're going to like look through the hole. Yep. So they fight back to back. They return victorious. So this is where they go to the temple. They go to the temple. All right. So everybody good with this one? They go to the temple. They go to the temple where they buried their treasure. Because back in the day when you would fight, the king or your lord would give you a little bit of money from the battle, and that would be your own. So they went to the temple, buried their treasure. Then they had prayed for what they had done. So again, we're here. Go to the temple, buried their treasure. Think about the Kempo symbol, because that's what we're doing right there. Buried their treasure. And then they go to a prayer position, so where they prayed for what they had done. And then after they had prayed, they departed. So you're going to take your left foot, bring it to your right foot, like we did earlier, and then we're going to break both hands out, and then slap the sides of the legs with a slight bow. So that's the story on it. A warrior and a scholar meet. They go out to battle. They fight back to back. They return victorious. They go to the temple where they buried their treasure, prayed for what they had done, and then they departed. Pop. All right? So that's the full salutation. And then we have a short salutation whenever we do sparring. It's just a left foot out into a cat, and then the Kempo symbol. Right hand closed, left hand up on top. It's a greeting. Remember, this is the warrior, the scholar, right? Try to be peaceful. But what are we doing with the foot? It's a cat. What does a cat do?
Kick.
Kick, right? So remember, I'm coming up here and I'm trying to show peaceful intentions to you. But should you come at me, I have my kick ready right there. So I'm being very nice, being peaceful, but I also have a defense here just in case. Yeah, you're always cautious. You don't know what's going on. So we trust, but just in case, we have it there. Everything has a meaning. Even the part of the full salutation is for a block on a punch. So everything has a purpose of what we do. Okay? So everybody good with that? So it's about that time. So we're getting ready to close on out. So we're going to close on out with the full salutation. All right? So get together, feet together. Oh, reminder, the shop is now open. I don't know if they let the parents know. The shop is now open if you want to get uniforms and gear. Next week, we'll start sparring. So I have a mouthpiece for everybody and a cup for the boys. I have gloves if they don't want to have, you buy the gear. I have gloves so we can practice that. So we start that next week. Okay? You guys ready for that?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start out slow. Remember, we're still doing baby steps. We're starting to slow, then we come up higher. All right, so feet together, down train horse, meditate, and then up, Now the full salutation. Remember, warrior and scholar meet. They go out to battle. They fight back to back. They return victorious. Right? They go to the temple where they buried their treasure and prayed for what they had done. And then they departed. Pop. All right? So there's video on all that. Everybody having okay finding the videos up there that I put on up? No questions about the videos? Anybody? Parents, you guys finding the videos that I put on up for everybody if you guys needed it? No? Just remember it's up there with my, whoops. Where's it at? It's going to be, yep, right over here. It's just my first name and last name. Just search on YouTube. It'll pop on up. And I have all the previous classes along with the techniques that they're supposed to be doing right now, forms, sets. And then I even have some that when they do the test, what I look for on the test. So it's sort of like their study sheet all on the YouTube. All right, so you guys are dismissed. See you guys next week, all right? Guys, be ready. Remember, mouthpiece, cups. Thank you, young sir. Thank you for being my assistant. Mr. Jackson, how you doing?
Tired.
You're tired? I'm tired.
I'm full of my grandpa's birthday. We had ribeye.
Oh, man. That sounds good.